Hi everybody, welcome to our channel, Rebecca, Stu, and the Crew. I'm Rebecca, and today we're going to be making this Easter egg bunny display, and these are the supplies you're going to need. So first we're going to need one of these ceramic bunnies from Dollar Tree. You'll also need one of their small pieces of wood that they carry in the craft section, some tissue paper of your choice, and one of these large plastic Easter eggs. You're also going to need some ribbon of your choice and some white yarn or white paint. You're also going to need some floral moss and some flowers of your choice to coordinate with your tissue paper, and one of these carrots from the Dollar Tree, as well as some of this floral foam, some Mod Podge, some paper bags, and then you'll also need some hairspray, a pair of scissors, a paintbrush, and a hot glue gun, as well as some of this chalk paint. So let's get crafty. So the first thing we're going to do is pull apart this brown paper lunch sack, and we're going to pull the bottom pieces off because we want it mostly flat. Then we're going to crumple that up into a ball and then just smooth it out just a little bit. We want that crinkle effect for the base of our display here. So then we're going to take our Mod Podge and a sponge brush, and we're just going to start doing the one edge in the corner, probably about a third of the way over, and then we're going to take the pieces of the brown sack that we've ripped into small pieces, and we're going to start to layer this. So you just want to smooth it out a little bit. You don't want to smooth it out to where all those crinkles are gone. And then we're going to keep layering this, making sure we go over those edges of the brown paper sack. So where you layer it at, if you go a little bit further over, you will want to lift up that brown sack and put a little bit of Mod Podge under there to make sure the paper sticks together. And then once the whole entire top is done, we're going to seal that with the Mod Podge across the top. So I just used a hairdryer to dry mine so I can flip it over, and then I'm going to start adding more Mod Podge, and we're going to basically be wrapping this like we would a gift. So you're just going to start getting all those corners covered, and then take some excess pieces that we had left over from the bag and finish wrapping it across the center. So this piece of wood from Dollar Tree is about a 5x7 size, and it only took one lunch sack to completely cover it on the front and the back. So you're just going to go ahead and layer that. It's okay if some of the bag overlaps. The Mod Podge does a great job of holding it together, so you can just keep wrapping that around the edges. So just do small sections at a time. It's okay if some of it has to wrap back around to the front. You can just put excess Mod Podge on that once you flip it back over. And you are going to, of course, seal the back, and you can use a hair dryer to dry it as well. It's a lot quicker, so you can move your project along a little bit faster. So once that's all sealed, I just flipped it over because I did have some paper that wrapped around the top, and then of course seal the back of your little display here. So go ahead and set that aside, and now we're going to start with the lid to that large Easter egg and our tissue paper. So I chose this floral tissue paper from Dollar Tree. Thought it was really pretty. I love the flowers, so I'm just going to cut off the excess and set that aside for another project. And then taking some Mod Podge, I'm going to use my sponge brush and just completely cover this whole entire lid to this egg. And I'm going to make sure I go ahead and get the sides. Now, if you get a different color egg with a different color base, you will have those little pictures on the side. So if it's green or blue, it might stick out. Mine were pink, so it blended in really well with the tissue paper. So now flower side down, because this is going to actually be the back, we're going to go ahead and just lay that tissue paper on top and just start very slowly and carefully rubbing it down the sides all the way to the edges. And then it's okay if it wrinkles a little bit. You're really not going to see it. And then all I did once that was done all the way around the sides, I went ahead and flipped it over, and then I started to trim all the excess off with a pair of scissors. So of course the edges aren't completely sealed yet, but I just love the way this tissue paper looks on this egg. So then I went ahead and took the Mod Podge and was real careful to make sure I got the edges sealed, and then did the whole entire back with Mod Podge. And then we're going to set that aside to dry. So now taking our bunny ornament, they all have these little hooks on the top, so you can just pull that out with a pair of scissors. They come out really easily. You can get rid of that string, and then we're going to use that Waverly chalk paint to cover this bunny. It already is white, so you don't have to paint it. I just like the chalk paint look. And while that's drying, we're going to start assembling this. So taking our hot glue, we're going to make sure our egg is sitting completely straight up and down and in the center, and then glue that to the base. Using a little bit more hot glue, we're going to attach our floral foam, and then we're going to take the floral moss and some hot glue and start attaching that to the craft foam. So you want to go in small pieces and make sure you get enough glue to hold it all down. Completely cover that and then spread that out on the sides. And then to get this to not flake off, this extra firm freeze hairspray is amazing. So then we're going to take our flowers and just poke that down into the floral foam. I used 2 pink flowers and some baby's breath from Dollar Tree. And now taking our white yarn, we're going to wrap our little carrot here with the string. So we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue as we go. You don't have to do it all the way down because you want to work in small sections. I went all the way down and I did wrap it all the way back up so you couldn't see the orange through there. And then I just sealed that top piece of string once I cut that off with hot glue, and then took some paint and covered up the orange on the bottom of that carrot. Using some hot glue now, we're just going to glue down our ornament. Now that that is dry, you can put it anywhere you want on your display, and then the carrot is completely finished. So we're going to put a little bit of hot glue diagonal in the corner here, and then glue that carrot down to the center. So I thought that front corner looked a little bit bare, so I took a few little petals off of another flower that I had and just put some flowers down in the corner. I made a very simple bow and then just hot glued that to the top of the egg display. And this is the whole thing finished. I thought it looked really cute. I have it sitting on a little table in my home. I just love the way it looks. I have some little Easter eggs sitting around it, and I just love how it turned out. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like and share. And here are some other videos from our channel you might also enjoy. Have a great day.